Can I get a oh yes? Let me stop. 2022 is coming up. A lot of things you couldn't manifest before are about to come to the surface. Your divine inheritance is about to express to you what you came here for and what is actually meant for you. But the thing is, the energy that has got you to this point, well, boo boo, you can't take it with you. Oh, yes. It will help you get there, but you can't take that energy with you. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the emotional purge that needs to take place before you can even receive what is for you. Because guess what? It's not coming to you. It's already here, but you can't see it because you are still in the same energy that has kept you where you currently are, and that will keep you from receiving what is divinely meant for you. So today we're going to be learning how to have the emotional purge that you need to take. What is this going to do for you? Why it's important? And I guarantee you at the end, you will realize that, damn, you're a lot stronger than you thought. Can I get an oh yes? I don't know why I've been doing that lately and I fucking enjoy it. Anywho, what is going on, you beautiful awakened ones? Welcome back on another episode on Embracing the Ascension series with your homegirl, Brittany Fontanez. I am a intuitive shaman, healer, and reader. On this channel, I speak about spirituality with compassion, emotional awareness with love. I do guided readings for each zodiac sign, and I talk about things I feel need to be talked about because it's our divine right to know more than what we have been told. Don't mind my turkey clan. They wanted to show up. So what's up, boo-boos? What's up? They don't let me pet them. They run off. Anywho. Beautiful beings, I want to dive into understanding why is it so important to have this emotional purge. Just know we're about to get in Cappy season. Cappies! Happy birthday, Saggies, by the way. Happy birthday, my boo-boos. But it's in the month of December. December is the most potent month of the entire year because it's the ending of the last year and the beginning of the new year. Well, technically you say January, but mostly December. But in this timing, I want you to understand 2022 is going to be the most potent year ever for the entire collective. Because everything that has been pummeling, we had to have a breakdown. And now we're about to have a breakthrough. Not only that, number 222. A lot of things are coming to synchronization. A lot of things are coming to fruition. And here's the thing. What if I told you your blessings, your divine inheritance, it's already here. It's right here. But you can't see it because you are still in your own fucking way. Well, we're going to learn how the fuck to get out your own damn way, but in a way where it's lighthearted, in a way where you have loved yourself like you never loved yourself before. Before we get into this, I want to digress into why I'm doing this video today, and I feel why it's really important. So, I literally knew this whole entire year, 2021, was going to be a year of shadow work. And shadow work is all about delving into your triggers, your insecurities, the shadows that you don't want to see, the parts of yourself that you deny and bypass. And I really had to digress throughout this whole year. Like I had a what do you call that? When you're about to die and you just have like a life flashes before your eyes type of moment, because you have to look at your whole life before you die. That's literally what it was like. Even though I went into 10 years, I went into this year because I realized how much I have evolved. But I had to realize how unconscious I was too. And it hurt me. It hurt me to my core. To the point I didn't realize how much guilt, how much shame, and how ashamed I was of myself and my actions. I literally had to tell myself, damn, I was fake as fuck. I was fake as fuck. And the reason why people don't like the truth, because it pisses you off first. But of course it sets you free. I had to be honest with myself and get into a place where I know I'm not going to like what I need to know about myself. But I went there because it takes courage. If you really want to love yourself, it takes courage to see the parts of yourself that make up who you are. Because I don't care what anyone says. We are not just light. We are darkness too. We are that yin and that yang. Wow. Everything is relevant. We are that yin and that yang. We are everything that makes up this world, the ebbs and the flow. We need the darkness because the darkness created the light, and the The light helps us go within that darkness and illuminate it. So I'm sharing this with you today because I had a real moment where I had to see my attachments to myself, to my stories. I had to see my codependencies of my beliefs. I had to see what I was holding on to so tightly that I didn't want to let it go within people, places, and things, and even parts of myself that I knew needed to die out. And I cried. I cried harder than I never cried before. Yesterday, I took my spiritual bath. Boy, I was crying like a motherfucking baby. You know, when a baby is over dramatic, it was like, like boogers and everything. And even this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, there's dribbles and dabbles all down my face. But the reason why this is important, the reason why you got to see your flaws, you got to see the darkest parts of yourself, is because what if I told you all your traumas, all your pain, all that you've been through, all that you have caused upon other people? It's hard to forgive yourself. Yes, it is. We're so easy to forgive other people, but what about self? And that is the whole point. You know, a lot of us don't want to face these negative emotions because we deem them, label them negative. None of us want to face the parts of ourselves that we do not like because it's like, oh, it's going to stop me from manifesting. Listen, I'm going to be real blunt with y'all. I'm so sick and tired, honestly, of people saying, I don't want to feel negative emotions. I don't want to go down that pathway. But you're still holding on to it. But yet you're going to blame and project your bullshit onto the world and to other people and onto yourself, even though you could have a facade, go out and show everyone, oh, this is how I am. Yeah, I'm good, boo. I'm doing good. I love myself. But you go home and you're fucking lying to yourself. It's time to be blunt. It's time to be honest. It's time to be bold. And I'm here to share with you. It's time to stop blaming the traumas and what you call your shadows, demons. What if I told you? What if I told you that literally those parts of yourself that you considered not worthy of being noticed? What if I told you those demons, that trauma that still lingers, those emotions that you bypass, what if they're doing their job? What if they're all doing their job? What if that sadness that you're avoiding, that grief, that jealousy, that self-hatred that you're avoiding, what if I told you it doesn't know what it's doing, why it's here, lingering with you? But I'm here to tell you everything exists for a reason. And those very things that we consider or label not worthy of seeing, they're doing their job too. The same way the moon does its job at night. The same way when someone does drugs, because I know I used to do drugs a lot. And it got to a point where it got me in a very, very dark place. Even being promiscuous. And I had to analyze those darkest parts of myself were lingering because they were trying to show me what I was not taking responsibility for. Those addictions. Woo! Woo! Those addictions. They keep lingering over and over and over, and that's how trauma keeps cycling, recycling and cycling and recycling and repeating and keep coming back, because you can't receive what is meant for you with love until you face the parts of yourself that you neglect that need love. Because let me tell you, if you don't do the inner work of letting go of the past energy, that shit is only going to be projected in your next relationships and your next friendships, at your next job, all of it. I would know. I used to be so ungrateful for certain things and certain people. And also when I got something new, I was still ungrateful. Because I wasn't doing the inner work and taking accountability for what was still lingering within me. Sorry guys, I had to fix my shoe. My foot itches. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because you have to understand all of this that is lingering, that energy, is doing its job. And its job is to help you to see the reflection, the part of you that is ready to be set free. That part of you that's ready to be set free just needs your attention. Where you put your energy, where you put your focus, your energy flows. When you finally put your focus on those parts of you, they can be released and they will never linger again. They're just here to teach you how to come back home to you, to teach you how to love you, to help you remember why God made you, boo-boo. So, the reason why this emotional purge is important is because, and I know a lot of people say, well, self-love is overrated. Self-love is overrated? How would you even know how to show up, how to be consistent, how to love, how to be self-aware, how to even be aware, how to even give your full undivided attention to anyone if you can't give it to yourself? Deep one. This is going to be a deep one. If you can't fall in love with your solitude and be with yourself, and you literally get to a point where you're just like, I don't want to be by myself, I want to hang out with people, you're literally telling the universe, God, whatever you want to consider, that you are not a fun person to be around, that you are not a lovable person. If you are upset why the relationships in your life haven't worked out, have you ever analyzed, are you emotionally unavailable? Are you emotionally aloof? That's a big question. Everything that we are projecting is reflecting to us what we are putting out, not what's coming to us, because what's coming to us is because of what we're putting out. So it's important to have this emotional purge, because until you emotionally be here with yourself, stop abandoning yourself, stop focusing on other people, stop focusing on other things, stop focusing on life, and focus on you, then you give yourself the opportunity to see why God made you. Go into meditation, set that intention. Sit alone, have stillness, cry, let that shit out. Because when you finally do, you give yourself permission to see your truth. You give yourself permission to forgive yourself. You give yourself permission to say everything that you've been through, you were unconscious, and that's okay. You made mistakes, but these mistakes were a part of your journey to level you up, to awaken your consciousness on a higher level than you have before, to the point that you could ascend all that is no longer you, and you could descend back into a better you. That was the whole point. And then you could be able to be grounded and ground your emotions and ground your truth and finally meet yourself at an authentic level that you never had before. And then until you do, you will literally see the world so differently. You will literally see you so differently, to the point that you will literally be able to have the clarity to see the blessing that you are to this world and the blessings that are meant for you. And then you give God, the universe, the chance to say, here you go. We've been waiting. We've been waiting to give this to you. So, if you have any troubles tapping into parts of yourself, of your shadows, of whatever your ancestral patterns are, your pain, your traumas, holla at your homegirl. That's why I'm a shaman healer. I'm here to assist energetically, emotionally, mentally, and of course, spiritually. Just know you're not alone on this journey. And just know it's time to invest in yourself. So I'm here. If you want all my business inquiries, all that information is down in the description box below, as well as my Awaken Prophecy healing course, which assists you on all of this inner work. If you want all that information, is down in the description box below, as well as the link for my new merch. So please go check that out. But other than that, you beautiful Awaken ones, allow this to take place. Do not start any new relationships. Do not start anything new until you literally ground these emotions and feel into them. Because listen, if you keep pushing down, keep pushing down, keep pushing down, keep pushing down, like I always say, those emotions will literally linger into other areas of your life, your friendships, your relationships, your connections, the connection with self. They will linger in such toxic ways. It's like a leech. They become leeches when you suppress them. But when you feel them, they release like a light back to its original origin. And that is the whole point. So have no shame in being there for yourself. 10 minutes a day. Just do it. Give it to yourself. Take that bath. Ooh. Something about take that bath, because you got to cleanse. You got to purify. Allow this to take place. You will cry. It will hurt. But when you finally face this, you will never have to face it again. And then you could go to the next level. But remember, it's a process. New level, new devils. It's a never-ending process. But it's an inevitable process to go through to know your purpose on a deeper level. So other than that, you beautiful beings, like I said, if you need some assistance, all my information is down in the description box below. My link up there for my website is right there. So you go check out everything of my services for you. But other than that, you guys, I love you so much. I am sending you so much love, so much luck, so much light, so much bliss, so much peace. Because I want you to be victorious. I want you to stop being a victim and be victorious. I want you to receive your blessings. I want you to know your truth. I want you to love you. And what do? Your cup overflows to the point you become the blessing and you're not seeking blessings. And that's the goal. That's what God made. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one.